Some elders and leaders of socio-political organizations from northern part of the country have met in Kaduna State to discuss ways of presenting a consensus presidential candidate for the region ahead of the 2019 general elections other than President Muhammadu Buhari. The meeting had in attendance leaders of the Northern Elders Forum, Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, Borno Leaders Forum, Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, among other groups. They insisted that the present political leadership representing the region has failed in its mandate and therefore must be replaced by competent persons. The members of the forum said that the search for a consensus candidate for the presidency and other elective positions in 2019 has become necessary because the present leadership has failed to address the current security and socio-economic challenges confronting the region and the country in general. The communique at the meeting was read and analyzed by two members of the Northern Elders Forum, Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, who is also the Chief of Staff to the Senate President, and Professor Ango Abdullahi.
This summit warns that no northern politician should expect to be voted for in the next general election unless they demonstrate a willingness to champion a massive assault on poverty and underdevelopment in the north. In this regard, most political office holders from the north are hereby served notice that they have failed the test to lead the region towards economic recovery and growth. This summit asserts the rights of all northerners to examine all options in political choices they will make in 2019. The leadership selection process must be critically interrogated to present the best leader to Nigeria as a whole. No one should take the north for granted, and it is not for sale. It will resist shedding its blood for any candidate, and we will critically scrutinize all politicians who will seek our mandate. At this stage, all options are on the table, and politicians who have betrayed the hopes and mandates of our people should be prepared to suffer rejection. In the same manner, the votes of the North rejected the attempt to continue the impunity and corruption and indifference of the previous regime.
The former Director General of the All Progressives Congress, the APC, campaign organization in the 2015 general elections, Mr. Sani Udom, has decamped to the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, alongside thousands of other members of the All Progressives Congress in the state. The former APC chieftain announced his decision at the Solidarity Rally and reception organized by the people of Abak to honor Governor Udom Emmanuel and his wife, Martha.
The political atmosphere across the country is gradually heating up. In Akwa Ibom State, South Nigeria, these youth, women, members of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and indeed party loyalists from 5 local government areas of the state are here gathered at the Abak Township Stadium to support Governor Udom Emmanuel's bid for a second term in office. The crowd is excited when the man in charge of the affairs in the state arrives at the rally ground. It's a reunion of sorts as a former Director General of the All Progressives Congress APC campaign organization in the state, Mr. Sani Udom, defects to the People's Democratic Party.
We heard about change, but the change turned out to be from Saipan.
Speakers at the occasion, including the former governor of the state, Senator Godswill Akpabio, say they are satisfied with the administration of Governor Emmanuel.
When I stood here in 2007 and I repeated in 2011, you said carry. When the election results were announced, I was the first to be announced in 2007. In 2011, when you endorsed me, I was the first to be announced in 2011. Let me tell you, sir, today you will be the first to be announced in 2019.
The entire youth leaders of our back division will stand here to endorse you, to call you to run for a second term.
The governor is thankful for the honor and gives an assurance of improved infrastructure and good governance across all the wards in the state.
I thank you for your love and support. Let me assure you that Abak 5 will continue to enjoy the fruits of your support.
With this support coming from the people of Akwa Ibom State, the incumbent governor, Udom Emmanuel, may have to ensure that the expectations of the residents are not cut short. especially as the 2019 general elections draw near.
The government of Tarawa State has boosted road infrastructure in the state with the delivery of a 6.75-kilometer Magami road network in Jalingo, the state capital. Governor Darius Ishaku said that the project is meant to make the state more attractive to investors. The state government also performed the first convocation for the state-owned university with 5,900 graduates in various areas and receiving degrees and certificates.
Sons and daughters of Tarawa State gathered to witness the landmark achievement as the state government unveils the 6.75-kilometer Magami road network in Jalingo, the state capital. A prominent indigene of Tarawa State, former Minister of Defense, General Theophilus Danjuma, cut the ribbon to officially commission the project. Tarawa State is in dire need of infrastructure. The road is in line with the governor's rescue agenda mission.
It is aimed at delivering the people of Tarawa State from socio-economic backwardness through massive provision of basic human infrastructures with roads, hospitals, and others.
From Magami, activities shift to the maiden convocation ceremony of the Tarawa State University, also in Jalingo. The ceremony begins with the investiture of retired General Jeremiah Hussaini as the university's chancellor.
I present the graduates standing before you.
5,900 students from 8 faculties are graduating from 5 convocating sets of the university since it was established in 2008. Governor Darius Ishaku speaks on the impact of the state university on the state's development.
The contribution of Tarawa State University to the local economy is very visible from the number of small-scale industries, companies, shops, hotels, and various commercial activities that have sprung up in the satellite communities and to cater of the needs of students, staff, lecturers, and visitors. The products and services offered by these businesses that have sprung up are in tune with our determination to empower our citizens and all peace-loving residents of our state.
Retired General Theophilus Danjuma and other notable individuals are bestowed with honorary doctorate degrees for excellence in various endeavors and their support of the state's education sector. The ceremony also features the launch of an endowment fund to support the development of learning infrastructure in the institution.
Professional and financial services firm KPMG has released its 2018 Chief Financial Officers Outlook Survey on Nigeria. Known as KPMG CFO Survey, the report shows that tax administration is the top stay-awake issue for chief financial officers, as the concerns were taken up with tax authorities at the unveiling of the report in Lagos. Channel's business correspondent Temple Ashayu now reports.
The KPMG International Global Survey of CFOs and other finance executives is one of the most comprehensive survey series in over a decade.
I would like to formally launch.
In 2017, forex scarcity was the top challenge reported by the survey. This year, however, tax is a major concern for the finance executives, as expatiated by the head of audit services at KPMG.
The biggest issue coming up was concerns around what CFOs described as the aggressive tax collection drive. One of the key issues was the whole question of multiplicity of taxes.
This unease informs the reason for an engagement with Nigeria's tax authorities, who explain why government is tightening its noose around defaulters.
A number of banks were holding on to VAT, were holding on to withholding tax, and were not remitting the same. Last year, 22 billion naira of withholding tax was found not to have been remitted.
These withholding taxes, when deducted, form credit notes for various taxpayers. Is that unfair for some organizations to hold on. Now we complain about too many agencies, but really and truly, we implore all taxpayers.
And that's not all. Taxpayers and consultants claim to be losing sleep over liabilities.
Broadening the base. We feel that, when I talk to other CFOs who hopefully will agree with me, we feel that we are the same ones that you keep hunting over and over and over again.
On VIT, just as whispered to you, sir, we'd like you to take a message back to the Federal Ministry of Finance. They should extend the deadline by 3 months.
For KPMG, the context has been set, and next is a list of actions to be taken.
The dialogue has got to continue because you can't solve all problems through one meeting. But what we hope to achieve is to open the door, in order to facilitate that dialogue. And
the KPMG survey shows that CFOs are confident about growth prospects in 2018, while the federal government seeks to broaden its tax net. Reaching each of these set goals may require trade-offs from all parties. Temple Ashaju, Channels Television News.
Welcome to Business News. The Ministry of Finance is expected to establish a regulation that shows an additional list of items excluded from the value-added tax, and that will happen by the end of this month. That's according to the chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mr. Babatunde Fowler, at a forum of chief finance officers in Lagos. He says the Federal Inland Revenue Service has also presented amendments to tax laws in the 2018 budget. In a related matter, Mr. Fowler says the tax amnesty, which is expected to expire on the 31st of March this year, will now help government to expand its tax base of 17 million and improve the low tax to GDP ratio from 6% to around 15%. The Consumer Protection Council is beaming its searchlight on activities of distribution companies to ensure that consumer rights are protected. At a meeting with residents of the Buhari Council area in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, the Director General of the CPC, Mr. Babatunde Irukera, said that distribution companies found short-changing customers will be dealt with. Pan-African lender United Bank for Africa is reporting better than expected performance in the group's full-year financial results for the year 2017, and that's in contrast to the bank's unit performance. According to the company's financial statement, which was released to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, gross earnings increased by 20.3% to 461.5 billion naira from 383.6 billion naira earlier recorded in 2016. The group's profit before tax climbed by 16.1% to 105.3 billion as of December 31st, 2017, while profit after tax grew by 8.8% to 78.5 billion naira from 72.2 billion, which was posted in 2016. UBA's board of directors has now declared a final dividend of 85 kobo per share compared to the 75 kobo which was paid in 2016. And that ends Business News for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a profitable week ahead. I am Anne Umawadu. It's back to you, Gimba.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Nevada Athletics Commission suspends Canelo Alvarez, putting his rematch with unified middleweight world champion Golovkin in serious jeopardy. That's on Sports News. Join us again.